Here's how you can make six figures as an online personal trainer. What's up, guys? My name is Eric Anthony Klima, and I help personal trainers start their online fitness business and scale to six figures. First things first is you need a high ticket offer. You need something that they cannot say no to. A good example of that is I help people lose weight in as little as 90 days, guaranteed, or your money back. That's just an example, but if you think about it, it's kind of like this, right? Imagine that your kid needed to get brain surgery. Now, would you take your child, your son or your daughter, to the brain surgeon, or would you take them to the general doctor? You would probably take them to the brain surgeon, am I right? Because the fact that a brain surgeon is a specialist and not a generalist, this allows the brain surgeon to charge whatever prices he pretty much wants. So it's the same thing with your online fitness coaching offer. You don't want to be a generalist. You don't want to be commoditized. You want to be perceived as a specialist. You want to help one specific type of individual and solve one specific problem. The second thing is your content strategy and expanding your audience. First of all, content is king and it's 100% for free. So why are you not utilizing it as a tool to network, connect with people, and make more money? The problem is that a lot of trainers like to hold up a for sale sign saying, hey, sign up with me, or they're just all posting workout videos and workout reels and how to build your booty. And you can find that shit on the internet or Google for free anywhere. You can go to MyFitnessPal and get free workouts. So it's commoditized, it's not really truly valuable. Instead, you want to connect with your audience and build genuine relationships. The basic fundamentals of marketing and social media is very simple. It just comes down to getting people to know you, like you, and trust you. The absolute best way to do that is just telling your own story, being genuine, getting really vulnerable with your audience, and give your audience content that's so freaking valuable that they would actually go and pay for it. And also to be perceived as an expert, to be that go-to solution to their problem, which is going to allow for you to nurture your audience in those relationships from being cold to warm and from warm to hot. When you nurture these relationships and you get people to actually really trust you and you're perceived as that go-to guy, as the one person that solves this one specific problem, they can rely on going to your social media every day, and they actually enjoy your content, this is going to nurture that relationship and turn it into a much easier purchase. The next thing is what I call conversion conversations. And that's simply just, again, connecting with your audience, having conversations with them, building better relationships, and a lot of times those relationships will turn into customers. Now, you need a system that gets you leads around the clock, something that you can prioritize and implement every single day. And that one strategy is going to be selling in the DMs, conversion conversations. The best way to do that is interacting with your audience and empowering those relationships with your audience by having real conversations with them. So engage with your audience, spark up those conversations without being a salesy dick, and build true rapport with them. And when you have really good content, they're gonna feel as if they already know you, allowing you to have a smoother transactional conversation that leads to book calls. The reality is you probably have a lot of people in your audience that are looking at you every day and are just too afraid to ask for help. So you need to be willing to go out there to make an offer to your audience and go reach out to the people who are potentially just being lazy, can't take action, or afraid to ask for help. If you don't do this, then I can promise you, you're gonna stay broke. The final thing is that your fulfillment process, and fulfillment means serving your clients, right? Getting them results. That needs to be fully automated. And the way that you do that is through an application called Trainerize. There's also a couple other good applications, and there's a few other applications with nutrition, but I'm just gonna go through Trainerize today. If you don't automate your fulfillment process and you're doing jumping jacks on Zoom like a goofy, well, you might as well just stay in the gym at that point, because you're still trading your time for money. To leverage yourself and your income, you need to automate this process. You need to outsource most of your fulfillment, and the way that you do that is through the application called Trainerize. And what's really neat about Trainerize is that it already has all the workouts built into it. So instead of you spending the next 6 months trying to do coding, trying to build your own cool little application, spending too much time on all those tech type of things, just use Trainerize and make your life easy. It's a fantastic application. And this is why online fitness coaching is a high leverage opportunity, because you're not trading your time physically for money, which allows for you to focus on the money making parts. The final thing is the most simple little switch, but probably and maybe the most important, and that's just increasing your prices. So what I teach my students is what's called an incremental price increase game. So your first few clients, you can start off at a minimum of $750. Once you build your confidence, you can increase them to $1,000, $1,500, and there's even some trainers out there charging up to $4,000 for a 3-month program. So for me, honestly, when I first started my online fitness business, I was actually charging just $100 per client because I just simply didn't know any better. I didn't know the market. And it wasn't until I hired a mentor where he made me aware of this mistake that I was making. He said, dude, you could be charging $1,000 per client. And let's face it, if you're watching this video, let's just be honest here, you probably barely even have enough leads to get a few clients right now. So if you're anything like me selling at $100, how the hell are you going to get hundreds of leads per day to convert just 100 at $100 per client? Doesn't make sense, right? Instead, this is what I did. I fixed up my offer and I focused on one niche. Because I focused on one niche, I was being perceived as that specialist, kind of like the brain surgeon, which allowed me to charge a lot more money. Once I did that, it allowed for me to charge $1,000 per client. The absolute easiest way to increase your income while working less is to simply increase your prices. It's far more easy to get 10 clients at $1,000 each and hit 10K per month than it is to try and get 100 clients at $100 per client. This one simple thing drastically changed things in my life and my business. So to recap, have a unique offer, charge more money, learn to sell in the freaking DMs, and create killer content that gets your audience to know you, like you, and trust you. If you found this video to be helpful, make sure you share it with the rest of your audience on all your social media platforms. Drop me a comment, drop me a review, and subscribe to my channel down here, and we'll see you on the next one.